Origin of life. Base pairs Ta and Cg are rungs on the DNA ladder. There are 724 trillion cells in your body. A DNA in each cell has 3 billion base pairs. DNA has 46 chromosomes. Each has hundreds to thousands of base pairs. DNA transcription at 40 to 60 base pairs per second. DNA to protein. Each transfer RNA delivers one of 20 different amino acids to the ACGU code on the messenger RNA. Ribosome links up to 200 amino acids per minute, forming one of 70,000 proteins. Muscle protein relaxed. Muscle protein contracted. Craig Venter on the verge of creating synthetic life. Radiation exploded a section of DNA known as a chromosome in the upper picture. 24 hours later, it puts itself back together as shown in the lower picture. Consciousness must cease to operate at the death event. Can the death event reveal something about the origin of life? Books describe many people having had a near-death experience, NDE. A person dies and is clinically dead on the operating table. Some persons who have had the near-death experience describe the event as including rising from their deceased body and being able to move at will in any direction and able to see their body on the operating table. Some who have endured the NDE are able to describe items and details they could not have seen while lying down. Some NDE persons see the nurses and doctors, but the nurses and doctors never see the NDE person. Origin of life is revealed at the end of life. When consciousness leaves the body, life ceases. When consciousness returns to the body, life is resuscitated. In this way, the near-death experience reveals life-giving properties of consciousness. The near-death experience has been experimentally verified many times. See research cited below. 12 examples of NDE research and the Big Book of Near-Death Experiences by Atwater. The near-death experience reveals life-giving properties of consciousness, even though the life-giving method is not yet understood. Explanation for the transcription method. Consciousness enables the RNA to use DNA as a template and produce a pre-mRNA transcript. Explanation for the translation method. Consciousness enables a protein to be made from the information contained in a molecule of messenger RNA. Explanation for the DNA reassembly method. Consciousness causes reassembly of the section of DNA that has been exploded by radiation. The NDE person can see the doctors and nurses, but they never see the NDE person. Consciousness appears to exist in dimensions outside of the 3 dimensions of space and the dimension of time. Consciousness created life in the 3 dimensions of space and the dimension of time. Consciousness operates in the seeds of plant life. Consciousness operates in the sperm and egg of animal life. Consciousness operates in all living cells. Consciousness writes, reads, and transmits information and empowers motion to organic molecules. Consciousness creates organic molecules from inorganic atoms. There are 5 forces found in nature: gravity force, weak force, strong force, electromagnetic force, consciousness. Consciousness has been experimentally identified. Origin of life is consciousness.